that any leader will develop and have. And like any vision, you cannot implement the vision. The vision cannot see its reality if people will not buy into the vision. Vision will emanate from a leader, but the vision must be owned by the people. In other words, it is the job of a leader that comes out with a vision. But at the end of the day, vision starts with an individual, but vision must end with the people. So the vision of the free SHS is a great and a noble and an audacious one. However, the government has a responsibility through the president to make the vision the people's vision. It is a process. That is where sometimes the government is having the difficulty and the challenge. Because at that period of time, there is a process. How do I now make it the people's dream and the people's vision? It's a process. It's a process of engagement. It's a process where you bring people on board. And I think that is where perhaps the government is having some few challenges. They will need some few people to help them engage all stakeholders, engage workers, TUC, Christian Council leaders, traditional leaders, the school practitioners, CHAS, all these major stakeholders. How do we translate it and make it work? But believe you me, there is no vision that doesn't have challenges of implementations. And so the fact that government is having some few challenges does not mean that the vision is a bad one. Every vision worth its salt has challenges, but it takes leadership in making it and overcoming the challenges that evolve or the challenges that shows up in the implementation of the vision. I will say to the president, it's a great idea, it's a noble vision, it's an audacious vision, but when you read my book on vision, the fool that drives it spells out how do you translate an audacious vision and how do you overcome the challenges in the implementation process. How do you also bring people on board to own the vision, and how do you supervise its vision, that vision into its implementation. For example, this free SHS is a great thing, but believe you me, 4 years after today, or 4 years by 2022, we will have a whole bunch of students who are now ready for university. Question: are our universities getting themselves ready to absorb these students? I bet you they are not yet ready now. So the moment we have launched the free SHS, we should also go to the university level and find out how prepared are they in the next 4 years to absorb the numbers that will come. So one vision is going to have implications. It's a system wide. But you see, for now, the universities are sleeping. They are not thinking about it, and nobody has triggered that discussions and to lead them into thinking about this. But believe you me, if we don't do something about it now, 4 years, it will blow in our faces that it looks like we'll have a bunch of students and yet we don't know what to do with them. And so this is the moment for universities and technical universities to start thinking about expansion. How do we get them? And hopefully in future, we should reduce the number of boarding students in our country. We should move away from boardingization, okay, so that we can have the cities, and most of the boarding houses now can be converted into classrooms, so that students can now use the classrooms, use the boarding room, houses into classrooms, and then we can be able to grow the numbers. What that means is that community-based secondary school should be the thing and the way we should go, and reduce the boarding facility programs.
So what's your advice to the politicians? Some of the implementation plan and some of the policies are good enough that we can all buy into it, but it's more at times they want to politicize the issue and make it look like it's very bad. What do you want to say about it?
Politicians are always politicians. They will always be politicians. It's just like asking, what would you do to a pork or a pig, and so that it wouldn't go back into the muddy waters and eat filth. There's nothing you can do. Wash the pig, dress it, paint it white, put a bear's cloth on the pig, let it go. It will go back to the filth. Politicians will always be politicians. It will take leadership to bring politicians together. That is a skill. Their job will always, because they will always want to let you, they want to make you look bad, okay, so that they can have access and also go into government. Then when they also go into government, the other group that has lost will also want to make you bad. But it will take a leader that can bring them together and have common grounds, so that together we can put Mother Ghana ahead of what we think and what we are thinking about our own pockets. So it will take a leader to paint a picture of a better Mother Ghana. Let Ghana be first, and that should be the job of the leaders.